Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda.
Now let's move on.
Paramashivoham.
So if we start practicing completion every night, not only you will build your future as you want, give you the power to change the past as you want. You make your past redundant because constantly you are replacing that past that is coming and sitting in the present and making you manifest the future also the same way you are replacing. You constantly take charge of now and constantly self-completion, constantly replacing the concerns of what you want only. You empower what you don't empower what you do not want. Understand this Deva Rahasya to rewrite your future by making your past redundant or alter your past. What is the past? I'm saying maybe true in the past. But if you are entertaining that, repeating that in the present, you're simply asking the existence, this is what I want. So you simply manifest that. And you clutch these things, you making more and more declarations saying that my whole life clutch all these things and you make a powerful declaration that whole life I'm not able to manage money, all these kind of declarations to make. Are you able to get it? What Deva Rahasya? So all the time we have to work on want to express any concurrence or your clarifications, you can post it in the chat.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda.
Practicing completion every day. Like you brush your teeth, right? Before sleeping, don't you? You take shower. Some of us take early in the morning, some of you before bed or 2 times, whatever it is, based on your convenience or what you feel. We do take shower every day, at least once or twice. We do brush your teeth twice. Or at least lazy fellows also do at least once, right? And these things we don't have an option. Do we give option? We know what happens if we give option. We do that, right? So completion should become like that. like how we give so much priority to take care of our body, the physical body. Then you go subtler layers, our existence. What are we learning? We have learned we don't exist just in this physical layer alone. We do exist in breath layer, the next deeper layer. Then much more deeper layer is Manomaya Kosha, the mind layer. And these layers also to be cleansed, to maintain. We, we are across the world. We know we have to maintain our body, right? We do it, whether we like it or not. There's nothing like liking, disliking. We have to do it. We otherwise we only suffer. Same way, the thought currents we pay attention to. What what are the thoughts that we entertain all the time? The mind layer, the third deeper layer, we must pay attention. We also learned in the previous session, collective consciousness, that thoughts not only affects us. See, how if we are not cleansed, our room, people who are our you know roommates or spouse, kids, whatever, parents will suffer with the smell. If we don't clean ourselves, keep up ourselves, our room people, our house people will suffer. Also, this as a stink, they suffer. But mind layer, the thoughts, not only affects our people, our family, our roommates, it affects across the world, to the across the globe, to everyone. Your thoughts affects. That's what we learn, the collective consciousness. Because as we go deeper, deeper, deeper inside our layers, inside of our existence, we are all one. So it's a lot more important to work on our thought currents. What are we entertaining all the time? What thought current we are entertaining all the time? It's not just inside something going on inside us. No, that space, that inside our space, Swamiji calls that as Chita Kasha, meaning our inner space, the microcosm. A reflex is the same as the macrocosm, meaning the whole of the existence. It's a hologram of the whole cosmos, our inner space. So what you put in inside is simply asking the cosmos the same. Because you are empowered, you have that as you are Paramashiva. What Paramashiva asks, existence, simply manifest that. You simply manifest that. You have that power. But what are you putting is the question. Are you conscious about what you are putting in your inner space? What are you asking is the question. So all like brushing the teeth, like taking shower, completion should become a mental cleansing process. Keeping up our thought currents should become a habit, a daily habit in our lives. As it is more effective, not just our family or close proximity people, but it affects the whole world, the collective consciousness. And And not only in the terms of completion, in the terms of you manifesting your reality. If we understand this Deva Rahasya, the secret of God, that if we are the one manifesting, we are the one sowing the seeds consciously, unconsciously, the thoughts, and grip that why this is happening to me. So this is the Deva Rahasya. If you understand this science, you understand the science of Kalpataru. If you understand this, you understood the science of Kalpataru. So Diana says, why does fear come when I feel I can have more power? The fear that we entertain, fear is there in our DNA. It is, we have been entertained for so long. So it is there. So whatever you need to do to address this fear, to handle the face the fear, we need to do. Doing the death meditation, um, doing the Swadhisthana chakra, meaning the spleen center meditation, and understanding the what are we that fear about. They do come because they are already in our subconscious. They're already there. For years of conditioning, we have already put these thought currents in our system. So constant practice of completion, constant declaration will address this. It's like this, you fear comes. If you don't take care of this now, if you don't start taking care of that now, you are really more and more, you just let go. Okay, I worked, I declared, but still again, this is coming. You address that again. You do the completion again. You do the unclutching again. You do some meditation, Swadhisthana meditation again. The more and more practice that you do, you will see that it reduces. But if you don't address that, you are empowering that pattern become more stronger. You will never have solution, and you carry forward this to your next life as a vasana, as a smell. This samskara, it carry forward. Some of the things you don't understand why it is happening because it carry forward. The, it's a much deeper science, but for now you need to understand that the only solution is taking care of the present now. What you can do now. Whatever difficult situation it is, as you are Paramashiva, as you are divine, you have the solution. Constantly, with will persistent, you need to seek the solution. Not giving up, not giving in. With will persistence, then we have a solution. Sometimes it just drop, maybe first few times, or maybe 6 months you may have to work up. I'm just saying it. but still, that is the solution will drop. You will see the difference because all these things not just happened in one day. It just not happened in one day. So they may not go just in one day. Years of habits, conditioning. The tree just not happen in one day, isn't it? It took some years. The seed, mango seed, after putting next day, it did not become a mango tree. It took some time, 2 years, 3 years, we nurtured, right? So same way, the unconsciously fear of coming up means that is there in this, the years of our habitual thinking become a strong pattern. The only solution is undo that again and again and again. How quickly will go? How the question is how intense you are. How how many of you understood this? Oh, make completion as a daily practice. Take a decision to include in your daily routine. Yes. Now, before we move on to next session, we have one more session. We are going to do the one round of third eye power manifestation. So quickly post your powerful cognitions. We'll have a quick round of third eye power manifestation before moving on to next session. So please sit straight with your head, neck, back, straight line. Close your eyes. Tie your eyes with eye band. Tie your eyes with eye band. Visualize Swamiji's form in your third eye. Any thoughts that are coming, let it come, let it go. Bring your attention back to your third eye. Bring your awareness completely back to your third eye. Now start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Start chanting the Mahavakya intensely and experience the space of oneness. With that space of oneness, scan through your third eye and manifest the power of third eye. I'm going to project the picture now.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Now, all of you, please remove your eye bands and post whatever your third eye reveal in the chat. Any others? Quickly post. I'm going to project the picture now in a few seconds. The picture I projected. Let me read your responses. Diana, yellow, first blue. Oh, yes, bird. Wonderful, Mariana. Perfect. Good manifestation, Mariana. Turiya Jnana, black color. A group of people doing yoga. Diana, literally you've seen it. That's good. Yes, celebrate. That's wonderful. See, there are many things. Now we have a short session on active ego and passive ego. What does it mean? The pattern of constantly performing actions. We should keep that. And if you keep this one pattern constantly working alive in you, constantly paying attention to our thoughts, all other patterns will be destroyed. Constantly working, contributing. So many patterns will be automatically destroyed. Because constantly performing action will not allow your mind to create any other patterns strongly. So now let's listen from Swamiji the where we miss active ego versus passive ego. So listen from the compilation of Swamiji Satsangs this session.
Please understand, you are given a direction. You are given a right direction. That's the right word I'll use. For your manana, contemplation, for your internalizing. You are given a conscious direction. What you are supposed to do to experience the ultimate consciousness is described in this verse. Pure consciousness is all pervasive. Even the moment you meditate, you just know. You are something more than the body, because all pervasiveness, the amount you can experience, only that much you can visualize. Please understand. Physical things, for example, this seat, this asana, even if you don't experience what it is made of and how it feels, you can see it. You can grasp it. But the more and more things become subtle, it's the depth of your experience, how much you feel one with it, that much only you will know it. For example, physical, I already gave the example. You don't have to become one with this seat to see this seat or to use this seat, but a mental idea. You may need to become one with that idea to grasp the emotion and context behind that idea. Spiritually, how much you experience oneness with that idea, that much only you will even understand it. If there is a thought or a poetry about love, it's a thought. The level you experience that emotion, that much only you will understand those words uttered, the thought current. Otherwise you will be like, that day I shared the story of Shiva sitting with Vandi and eating the roadside idli. One of my Swamis said the moral of the story is, even Mahadeva ate roadside idli. Eating roadside idli is not wrong. When you don't understand the emotion, This is the word, this is the meaning you will make for the words. Understand? How much you are able to grasp, that much only you will be able to experience. That's the beauty of the definition of consciousness by Upanishads. You can never make a statue out of what Upanishads declare as consciousness. You can never act as if you grasped without grasping. No. You can never make a mantra out of it. You can never form a dead ritual out of Upanishads. Any ritual you develop out of Upanishads has to be alive. I tell you, that is why Agamas are so alive. You can't make the Agamas dead. How much ever you try to kill them, again and again we will happen and make it as alive. Agamas can never be dead. Nigama means Vedas. Agama means applied Vedas. User-friendly version of Vedas. Manual, how to use Vedas, is Agama. Please understand, pure consciousness is all-pervasive. Meditate on it. What is it? All-pervasive. Is it ocean? No. Even water is not all-pervasive. Is it air? No. Beyond the Valimandala, the air field, it's not all-pervasive. Then what is the all-pervasive? Space? No. Like space. Because even in our space only there are some few billion planets. But universe is much beyond. Few billion planets we have ever understood or imagined. Vyakta, avyakta, manifest and unmanifest. Manifested and unmanifested. Vyakta, avyakta. Manifest and unmanifest. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. Pure consciousness is all-pervasive, beyond the coming, ongoing, absolute radiant and self-effulgent, unembodied, boundaryless, whole.
Listen, just if you are honestly seeing yourself, you will understand most of the time you hypnotize yourself to believe you are intense just to dump that action. Oh, I was intense, I am intense, I tried my best. With all my intensity, it's not working out, let me go to something else. Just for that you use the word intensity. How many of you agree what I am saying? Most of your intensity is ego's delusion. Alright, tell me, what is intensity? word which has no meaning but puts you in a space as if it has meaning is delusion. I should say persistence, not intensity. I have seen people. It is persistent people who are successful, not the so-called intense people. The so-called intensity is all like emotional ups and downs. I've seen people. I've seen enough of intense people. But they will not have persistence. I've seen people saying, give me sannyas now. Intensity. Okay, I'll give you krama brahmacharya and take sannyas after 1 year. No persistence. No, then I don't want. Go. Understand, persistence makes your will into reality. Persistence is the scale of even measuring your intensity. Just intensity is nothing more than a cup of coffee. When you drink Texas size Starbucks coffee, everything will be intense. You can't sit, you can't sleep, you can't do anything, you will be just intense. Soon you will see. The biggest problem, if I force you to do tapas, hard tapas, you will have so much of ego satisfaction and feel, yes, I have to do this. Just to do the tapas, you will be stable. Because here I am doing everything, you feel bored and you don't even have the patience for me to manifest the whole thing. Now that is where the whole problem is. I tell you, it is not that at that time people did not believe what I claim and declare I will make it into reality. They believed. But impatience is a throbhava, delusion with which they are covered. Do not allow, understand. In ordinary yoga, your struggle, your collapsing, all these are the ups and downs. When you are with the master, because you don't need to do anything, your mind creates imaginary problems. Actually, because you don't have a real problem, you are creating imaginary problems. Imaginary problems are only called delusion. Everything, from the time you wake up to till you go to bed, purifying your whole muscle memory is what Mahadeva is teaching through Charya. Kriya means the spiritual process. The spiritual process. Please understand, Agama is the only science, even though science is a small word, I am using that word.
Agama is the only spiritual inner science to manifest anything you want as reality. If you want to bring God into a stone and want to make him live in that stone, there is a kriya. There is a process. If you want to heal your stomach pain, there is a kriya. There is a process. If you want to heal somebody's cancer, there is a kriya. There is a process. If you want to bring rain, there is a kriya. There is a process. If you want to stop the rain, there is a kriya. There is a process. You want to bring the sun, there is a kriya. You want to stop the sun, there is a kriya. Everything. Everything. You can achieve it through the certain kriyas, processes. You may not do all the kriyas, but knowing that science and few kriyas helps you to manifest the reality as you wanted. To manifest the reality as you wanted. To awaken completion in you. To awaken strength in you. To awaken joy in you. To awaken respect for yourself in you. That's one of the best things Mahadeva does in Agama. He helps you to manifest so many wonderful powers. Anybody who practices Agama develops tremendous respect for themselves, about themselves. It's not ego. Ego will always be based on powerlessness. Respect will be always, self-respect will always be based on powerfulness. Every time when a problem comes in front of me, I only become more powerful by learning and expressing the method and solving it. Legitimacy of the universe, legitimacy of your existence. Understand, legitimacy of the universe is devotion. Legitimacy of your existence is self-respect, self-confidence. Legitimacy of the universe and legitimacy of your existence becomes your reality in Advaita. After that you can play any game, Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, Visishtadvaita, Advaita, Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, no problem. You can create even your own Vaita, no problem. Advaita will give you legitimate answers about the existence and you. Will bring legitimacy to your existence. Kids need to be brought up with the foundation of Advaita. Advaita grounds you. It just grounds you. I tell you,
Ground yourself in Advaita. No one can cheat you or exploit you. Upanishad should be taught in all schools. The fundamental truths of Upanishads. A kid, whether he wants just a candy or he is thinking of his future vision, everything he should be grounded on Advaita and cherish and plan. He will be amazingly grounded, I tell you. Advaita makes you loved and wanted with this existence. It will make you feel you are wanted, you are loved, you are cherished. You have a legitimate right to exist. Because you are still able to feel you exist, you are wanted to be exist. If you still feel you exist, your existence is wanted and celebrated. I tell you, the most important thing a child should have is getting grounded on the existence, the legitimacy of his existence. You see, a child, when he goes through a physical maturity, the biggest thing he will go through, that kid, male or female, will go through is, why am I alive? What is my purpose? Why am I existing? What am I going to do? This why. Understand that why cannot be answered by one answer. That can only be answered by something with which the child grinds himself or herself. I've seen in villages, to make the grinding stone smooth, they will put the tavd, I don't know what's the English word. Husk and the lemon juice, they will pour it. And tell the kids only have to sit and grind to make that grinding stone smooth. If they buy new grinding stone from the shop, it will have the small sharp edges to clean that up so that it will not get into our food and get into the stomach. They will ask the kids to clean it up. They will put the husk and lemon juice, and we will have to be sitting and grinding it for morning till night. So all that sharp edges of that grinding machine will be cleared. It will become smooth, and then they will throw this away, clean it up, and then they will start using for all the cooking or the grinding the food items. Same way, system should be grounded with the ideas of oneness, truth, Advaita, Satya. Especially when a child goes through that adolescence. Constantly inner thought currents should be all about his existence is legitimate. Understand? If a child is grounded during the adolescence, he will be such a blessing for the world, because he will go on be teaching to the world, you are all grounded, you are all needed, you are all existence, you are all celebrated, you are all welcome. He will be manifesting that Shaktipada. Understand, during the adolescence, if he is given the terrorist ideas, over. All the terrorist manuals teach you don't have a right to exist. You are whatever. You don't have a right to exist. Your existence is a curse on you. Your existence is from the sin. Your existence is from something wrong. Then you are uprooted, frustrated. You are not even accepted by you. So you wait for everyone's acceptance to accept you. That is the fundamental way of keeping a man slave. Anyone who waits for others' acceptance to accept himself is hooked to the greed. Over. Now you have a slave. Society has one more slave. Whoever understands the legitimacy of your existence, you don't need, see, I am not saying do something antisocial, no. But social acceptance is not required for your legitimacy of your existence.
Yes. Now, let us do one internal exercise on what we learned just now. Now, this pattern of constantly performing action should be kept in you. Keep this one pattern of constantly working alive in you. All other patterns will be destroyed because constantly performing action will not allow your mind to create any other patterns strongly. Now, let's do this exercise to drop your patterns. Step 1, list down 10 patterns you recognize within you, which are such that when situation demands replanning, you get tired and start to run away. You get upset why you didn't see this coming. When a friend sends you a reminder, you feel belittled. Any pattern. Just here is an example. Just list down 10 patterns. And step 2 is after recognizing these patterns, just remember that that is not you. Only a bunch of patterns. You have the power to get rid of them. So please pen them down quickly. So are you all done? We need some more time. Any questions? Are you able to work on the 10 patterns? Diana? Lanta? Yes. Wonderful. Now it's time to conclude these sessions here with the Purna Mantra, and we will move on to concluding these sessions, and see you all tomorrow. Come with your friends and family. Now, let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Let's pay our deepest gratitude to Swamiji. With the space of deep gratitude, let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tasat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, everyone. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Nithyanandam.